Hi! I have absolutely nothing planned. I almost didn't record today, so yeah. Sorry. um, how has everybody been doing? So yeah, that happened. Um, I guess I could tell you about the dreams that I had, well, not last night, the night before, because I didn't sleep during the night. I slept during the day. um, okay. So the dream that I had the night before, I was at like this house party or whatever, and this cute guy comes up to me, and we're just like, and he sits down right beside me, and we're like shoulder to shoulder outside on this like patio thing. And then everybody else goes inside, and we're just still, you know, shoulder to shoulder, kind of buddy buddy, kind of like snuggling up together, and kind of, and I like went to lean my head on his shoulder, and this woman, she comes out, and she's like, no, no, don't do that, nuh-uh, nah, he's got a disease, he's diseased. Don't put your head on his shoulder. Don't be close to him. He's gross, or something like that. And then I like remember like looking over, looking at him, and then inching my way away from him, and then he like looked at me with this sad look on his face, and then I woke up. In the dream that I had last night or whatever, like I was at spending the night or something at this person's place. Like these guys come over. They're like in this like troop or group or whatever, like this like anarchist group or gang or something. And this guy is a part of the group, and he's like the black sheep of the group, and he's like different from the other ones. And like he and I get really close, and then he like disappears, and then these little kids come over, and because I'm staying at this person's place, I don't really have a designated room per se, but the room that I was staying in gets taken over by this little girl, and they completely refurbish everything, and I remember I remember walking in there and just like, oh, really? And then the kids left, and then I remember going back in there, and everything was like back to the way it was, kind of. The bed was up against a different wall, and then I looked up on this shelf that was supposedly in this house, like in this room, and it's got like different stuffies on it, and there's this stuffy that my mom had, which was a heart with its arms out like this, saying, I love you this much. And that was there. I went to go, and then I grabbed it and I like held on to it, and I instantly remember, like, maybe my dad still has that thing, maybe it's still intact, maybe it's still together, so I'm gonna ask my brothers about it. I did ask them, and apparently nobody knows where that heart thing is. It like went missing, and nobody knows where it went or where it is currently. And yes, it does exist. It did exist. I hope we find it, and I hope it, like, returns to us somehow. But, yeah. It was, like, one of my mom's most important possessions. Because I think she got it at her wedding from somebody. I can't remember what the story was behind it, but I think it was a gift. A gift either from their wedding, like my parents' wedding, or a wedding anniversary. And she kept it, and she loved that thing. That thing, we weren't allowed to touch that thing. But yeah, just to let you know and update you on that. Yeah, like, it was so weird. These two dreams. If you've had weird dreams, let me know. Like, also the guy that appeared in both dreams. It's like different versions of the same guy, and he's been appearing in my dreams since I was like 15. I don't know who he is. I don't know why he appears so much in my dreams. All I know is that for some reason he's either like we're either a couple or we're into each other or we're like in the same social situation, and he like glances over at me and like kind of like kind of like flirty, and then like it's always the same guy, but just different variants of him, and he's always like slightly taller than me, maybe about like 6 foot something, bit muscular, dark hair, dark eyes. His eyebrows are like dark and bushy ish. His hair is short. He always wears like, I don't know, either golfing t-shirts or like v-neck shirts that kind of like. Let me elaborate on that detail a little bit. They're always like super tight too. Well, not like super super tight, but like you can tell that he's muscular. But like, yeah, yeah, and like sometimes he wears like a business suit shirt, and like, and I know him from like I can remember him in so much detail because he's appeared in so many dreams, and same features, just slightly different, like very slightly. He's always got like this like chiseled jawline and like chiseled cheekbones, really pretty eyes, and they're like dark eyes. It's just weird. Like he's always like, and sometimes he's like more muscular than other times, and but he's never like chubby or fat or like super super skinny. It's like always the same kind of physically fit, like athletic build. Got like 6 feet tall or taller than that, and he's like, I don't know. And in the dreams, it's like either we're dating or we see each other and he's like interested in me. Also, sometimes the skin tone is paler, and sometimes it's slightly more tan, depending on the dream. He and like in the dreams, he's like either like into me or he's like we're dating or we're just in the same social situation, and he's like giving me like flirty glances here and there, and I'm just like sitting there just like, why is he into me? Why me? I look like a potato wrapped in a fucking garbage bag that's tangled around the ugly stick. Like, why me? And I just like embrace it in these dreams, and it's like and he supposedly like, I like told people about this, and they're like, oh, maybe he's your soulmate, or maybe you guys are dating in an alternate reality, and you're like glimpsing into an alternate reality, or you're glimpsing into the future. And I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know if that's a thing. And like his feeling, like this guy's feelings towards me in these dreams is genuine, and like it feels good and like real. I don't know how to explain it. It's just, and I don't know why I can remember him in so much detail. I say it's because he's been in so many dreams, but also it could be just how he's made an imprint in my brain. And I've never met anybody that like physically looks like this guy. I don't know. It's just, it's weird. And it like he pops up like whenever like recently I've been like struggling really bad with depression like the past few days. And feeling like super lonely, and he like pops up sometimes when I'm feeling like that, and sometimes he pops up when I'm like not really ready for a relationship in my life, and he like pops up and just like, surprise, you're in one. But like, yeah, it's so weird. I don't understand it. I hope I hope it's like something like if a glimpse into the future, and not an alternate reality type thing. Because if it was an alternate reality type thing, that would be sad. But if it's a glimpse into the future, then I hope I figure out who he is, because I never figure out his name. He's never told me his name in my dreams, and I just somehow know him. I just somehow know who he is. And I appreciate him inside and out, and like, I'm in like deep love with him. I just don't, I don't know. This is kind of a weird video, I know. Well, anyways, catch you next time. I post every Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment. And yeah, I'll catch you next time. Sorry for the uneventful video. Sophie Turner out.